So yeah, how much months? 6 months.
I was actually
about 6 months.
About just shy of 6 months. So June 4th to November 27th, because I got here November 28th. Such a long flight, but you never get used to it.
Yeah.
Never get used to it. And the flight back is always worse than the flight there.
Why?
Because I don't want to go home.
Oh,
okay. Like, going there, it's like, yeah, I'm going to Thailand, you know. And it wasn't, actually, the flight there this time wasn't as bad as the flight the first time, even though it was a little longer. The flight there this time was a little, probably like 3-4 hours longer. All right, but it was a lot smoother. The flight back last time was horrendous. Garbage time on the plane, all that, what you call it, layover, stuff like that. And this time it's just like, oh man, but I hate flying back. Like the realization, and especially when you touch down and your feet actually touch home soil, is like,
just feel the spirit of stagnation.
yes, wait, that's what it is. You stagnate. Because let's put it in perspective. All right. I started work at Baker's 2017. Yeah, 2016, 2017. 2017, 2018, I was in Thailand. All right. I had 4 fights in the span of like 3 months. Okay. Came back. Had a fight. No, I came back February. I didn't have my next fight until...
You guys shooting?
No, buddy. Ain't no guns around here. Ain't no guns around here. Sorry, it's the old guy joking coming. I gotta let him go, man. I gotta let him out. 2017, 2018, Thailand. 4 fights, last 3 months of the trip, which is still pretty good. Come back February. Alright. I didn't have training like that, and I didn't fight until August. Alright. February, March, April, May, June, July, August, a whole 7 months later. Alright, which was pretty much a month longer than my trip. Okay. 2018. 2019, I had away again for 6 months. In the first 2 weeks, I'm fighting. Another 2 weeks, I fight. I rest for 3 weeks. I have another fight. I had 6 fights in the 6 months that I was there. Alright? And I mean, training out the wazoo twice a day, every day, except for the days I was lazy and the because I will say I was kind of lazy some days. Some days I was kind of lazy. Like, hey, I ain't going to practice today. Alright, but then to come back and you know, well, the school I was working at doesn't exist anymore. The gyms that I'm going to be training at, well, it's just going to be strength and conditioning, you know, bikes like to train with, and, you know, fighters to beat the mess out of me, you know, real coaches there that I have constant access to. So it's just like, but like, if I could stay, I would have stayed in Thailand. Not knocking the Bahamas. Yes. Knocking. I'm knocking us. Because we behind, man. We just behind. And it shouldn't be that way. But I'm trying. I'm going to do what I can to get us further.
So 6 fights, 6 months.
Yes.
Roughly 6 months.
Roughly 6.
I guess if you were to rank your fights and why.
You mean like if I was to take my fights and put them in order of which fights I like the most?
And why?
Alright, so alright, that's how I'll go. I can tell you right now. In rank of satisfaction, the last fight I had was the most satisfactory fight I had while I was over there. Mainly because I went like a boss. Alright, I took it on a week's notice. Yeah, but that was a week. I had a week's notice before I fight. I was off for a month because I was riddled with injuries, so I just wasn't training. So the whole of November, for most of November, October to November, I wasn't training. And I finally got up one day. I went to training, and my coach looks at me and says, "Oh, you fight? next week you fight. You win for sure. I'm like, yo, it's only been 1 day. I haven't done any running. I haven't come out here to even like so much as converse with y'all like that. And he's like, no, I sure you win. You win for sure. I say, you know what?
I win.
Sure. You know? I win. Let me fight. So we went through a list of opponents. And we found someone who was on my... Well, that's the next thing too. But like, no one really on your level over there. You always behind. You behind everyone. Because he dudes up like 300-something fights to my 20. So it ain't... They find the one who is closest to, you know, my experience. And I was able to go there and knock this nigga lights out, my boy. Second round, walk off KO. I mean, like, oh my God. I felt so good. After that, I would say my first fight. The first TKO I got over there. Mainly because after being off for so long, you know, and being able to step into the ring and put on a performance like that, I was like, yo, like, this is dope. You never get tired of that feeling. TKO is stoppage. I got to stop my fight. And then after that, it would be the head kick KO. It would be the fight with Patrick. That's the one that went the distance. Then the fight with Han. Because apparently he's a big name. I didn't even know it was that big a name. And then it would be the, it was my second fight. I really didn't like my second fight. Second fight was like, mainly because it was a complete mismatch. The guy shouldn't have been in the ring with me. He shouldn't have been fighting, period.